Hello, good morning. My name is David Busari, and uh, this webinar is in response to the fall of the market. And basically, initially, before the markets took a downward trend, it was a different strategy we were implementing. And that strategy was only effective because the market was stable. Now is the wrong time to implement those strategies. And the reason many people are hooked is because they are still on those strategies. And before I start the webinar, I would like to say that whatever strategy you've been using before, whatever way you've been trading before, it is time to stop it because the market has changed. And the reason many people are still earning while the market has changed is because they have changed their strategy. The only reason you can manually replenish is when the market is actually balanced, then you can manually replenish. But if the market is in a state that is currently in now, it is usually a wrong time to replenish. And I would like to just restate it again. The market is in a downward trend. The market is in a position whereby you don't want to manually replenish. You don't want to ever manually replenish. I'll be stating what is required to be done, and they are very easy steps. Trust me, once you do it, check your balance in 1 week. You will discover that things are beginning to change for your account or in your account. And first, I would like to say that RoyalQ, many people have blamed RoyalQ for for the problem, for the inability of the account to earn money even in the dip. It is not a RoyalQ problem. It is not. It's a general problem. It's just a market problem. If you're trading yourself without RoyalQ, trust me, it would have been worse than this. And I am speaking to you from an experienced angle, right? I have traded personally before and I know what it is. In fact, you see these virtual losses that you see, and then I would like to state that I'm using one of my downlines accounts here, and because he has given me the right to do so. Now, you see all these virtual losses that you see, floating losses, like we call them. If you're trading manually, they won't be floating losses. Trust me, all these losses you see will be real losses, and they would not just be inflicted on the amount that you gathered for this trade. No, they will be inflicted on your whole capital. So trading manually, trust me, is quite different. And RoyalQ isn't to blame for the crash of the market. In fact, we should thank RoyalQ for giving us a system whereby instead of actual losses, we have floating losses, which can turn around anytime. Another thing I would like to state is that usually festive seasons, festive periods are periods where you have downward trends. And why is that the case? It is the case because people tend to invest after festive seasons, and sometimes they don't take out their money, their investments, when the festive season comes. But for an economy like, okay, looking at what's going on now, you will discover that the economy is really hard in many countries, and even the United States. Right? So people tend to see their investments as in the next point, the next point of resolution, the next point to go to achieve that purpose of what? Of making ends meet, right? And so once they don't have money in their account to continue, during the festive period or to buy their children gifts or whatever they do during that time, they come to their investment and they withdraw. When they withdraw, when there is massive withdrawal from a coin, people buy coins a lot. When there's massive withdrawals from a coin, it results in the downward trend of that coin. That's another thing that even a bot cannot discover. Lastly, on the things I would say before we go into this webinar is that this is not the time to take out of the market. This is the time to put into the market. When things are going down, like the smart ones have bought Bitcoins, the smart ones have bought even almost all the coins that have dipped, because those coins will recover shortly. Some time ago, Bitcoin was 43 before, and I kept telling people, people were like, no, it won't. That thing is crashed. It's crashed. I have not seen any currency as of now that would replace the position of Bitcoin in the global market. And so many people bought. Some people believed and decided, David, I'm going to listen. And they bought 3 Bitcoins when it was 43. It moved. And finally, it got to 67 or 69 even. Guess how much those people would have made? 3 Bitcoins. Man, that's almost $80,000 or something that they would have made just in that investment alone. So please, this is not the right time to take out of the market. This is the right time to put into the markets. And now let's go proper into this webinar. Now, what are the things we are doing wrongly? The first thing we are doing wrongly is, one, our strategy. And when I mean strategy, I know many of you are seeing to circles, and but I'm not talking about the circle now. I'm talking about our first buy, your first buy, and your pieces, number of pieces. This is many people's problem. This is majority. When I mean majority, I mean 80% of the problem, the reason you're not earning. And this account, the only reason I'm using this account as an example is because this same person had the same problem like everybody had. And what happened? I mean, because somebody under me actually signed him. And so I took that responsibility to help him correct his account. And then, because it's part of my team, no matter what. And no matter what, and that's one thing, always be ready to help your team members, right? Okay, now, I took that responsibility, and what happened? He made a lot of mistakes. In fact, when I mean mistakes, it made a lot of mistakes, a lot on this account. And if you see, there's a lot of buys. Let me go to general. You see, there's a lot of buys, and you will discover that the only one bought by the circle is in is the one with sync strategy. And 1, 2, and when we go up again, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's go to professional. And 7. That's it. What's happening to this professional? Oh, sorry. Okay. I think I did this. Let me just do this here. So 6 here and none here. So only 6 coins were bought by the circle it was on or integrated, which is good. 6 coins. But you know what? Every other thing he bought himself. So wrong buys. Going forward, because of the current status of the market, please don't buy yourself anymore. If you can follow everything I'll talk about at this webinar in 1 week, tell me what has happened to your account. First, don't buy yourself anymore. 2, sync to a strategy. And the reason you're syncing to a strategy is because you want to be sure to get the right coin. When you do that, the third one is Put the right number of pieces and your first buy. I'm going to show you all this. And then the fourth one is leave the account. Leave it. Don't touch it anymore. Leave it. Leave it. And all you need to do is just check your profits daily. That's all. I'll show you more things you need to do. But now let's go ahead. How do you know your first buy? How do you know your first buy? How do you know the first buy to actually select your first buy? It's very simple. Now, first, before we go into first buy, let me talk about circles. Many of you are thinking different circles. Well, you can think any circle. I'm not aligned to any circle. I only look for circles that make sense and I use them personally. And when people ask me, oh, what circle do you use? And then I tell them. So I'm not here to tell you what circle to use. I'm just here to let you know, use the right circle. What is the right circle? The right circle is a circle that picks the right coin for you, because that's the only thing you can't do yourself. You see, every other thing, the settings is something you can do yourself. I can as well just give you a good setting now and then tell you, oh, you're fine, but guess what? You would be picking the wrong coins. And then you might say, okay, I mean, how do they know the right coin? Because most of these coins all of them are going down. For the coins, if a good circle picks coins, for those coins to go down, it means that every coin has gone down. It means there's a general crash if a good circle picks coin. So pick the right circle. Pick the right circle. The circles, group of traders, you can also go in yourself and see. There are circles where people are actually trading. They are professionals and they pick the right coin. So the first thing is get the right circle. Now, the second thing is your first buy and your pieces. Whatever your capital, how do you know your first buy? Whatever your capital is, right? I know before they used to tell you divide 80% by 20, get 80% of it. No, don't do that anymore. The market is in a different status from what it was before. Whatever your capital is, divide your capital by 15. And when I say 15, I'm saying 15 because of the circle I'm currently using. For me, I'm using circle Supreme X. So for you, whatever circle you're using, you have to know what their strategy is. So, but I know what these people's strategy is. In fact, currently, I hold them responsible for some things because they currently just changed their cycle. They just changed their strategy. I mean, even before after I changed, some of my downline cycle, then they changed their cycle. But I mean, possibly they were deliberating, I'm not sure. But this is the circle I work with for myself and my downlines. And so because of this, whatever capital is, divide it by 15. Please don't go beyond what I'm about to tell you, please. Now, when you divide your capital by 15, whatever you get, so let's say your capital is, let's use 1,000. Let's just use a simple one, 1,000. So 1,000 divided by 15, I'm just going to get the exact amount. So that should be 66.66, right? 66.66. Now, when you get the results, these results, now we all know when they say, give us the divisible of 12, and then you now start 12 times 1, 12, 12 times 2 for the 12 times 3. Now, this 66, that's exactly what you want to do. 66.66. This 66.66. So you have to look for the divisible of this 66. For instance, whatever the divisible amount number is what your first buy is. For instance, 60 is the highest that I can divide, or 66, but I'm going round figure now. Or let's say 65 is the highest, right? That I can take out of this. That is a round figure, a normal figure, something divisible by 10 or 5. So 65. How many times can 65 go in this? 1. So 65 times 1. That means 65 is going to be my first buy and 1 coin. I hope you're getting it. Now, times 2. I don't need to do times 1 again. What times 2 will give me this without, that is divisible by 5 or 10? That will possibly be, it can be 35. So it will be 30. Why am I not doing 40? Why am I not doing 50? Because 50 will still fall into 1. Do you get? And you can, in pieces, you can't do 1.3 pieces. No, 1 or 2. So I go 3 again. That's 3 pieces. Times what will give me this? If I do, let's see, if I do 25 times 3 is 75. So it doesn't give me that. So that will be 20. And then keep going. If I put 15, that will be 4, right? If I put 10, that will be 6. But you know the problem. If I were you guys, I would look for the one with the highest first buy. So I would rather go with this and buy 1 coin and let that 1 coin produce for me. With this 1 coin, you would even make more than you would make if you do it 20, or I'll either go with this one, or if you're the type that you like more coins, but trust me, because of the status of the market, more first buy is what gives you more money. So either you go with 65 times and 1 piece, or you go with 30 and 2 pieces. That's the best. Those are the 2 best. You see, every other thing down will make you earn, but it will be slow. Except your capital is not up to 1,000. If your capital is up to 1,000, you come down and do the same calculation. Very easy. Very easy. Capital divided by 15. And then that means you must actually be using Supremex to use 15, because I'm giving you this calculation based on Supremex. And that's what I use and what I use for my downlines. You can use any other one and then know their strategy and be sure that they are selecting the right coin. That's all. If they select the wrong coin, when everything is coming up in the market, those coins might not come up. So capital divided by 15, whatever you get, so your results, you have to look at 1 times what will give you your results, or close to your results. 2 times what will give you close to your results. 3 times what will give you close to your result. Fully, not that it won't be enough, will give you close to the result fully, or at least it will give you the result and remain. Not that it won't be enough. And I hope we understand this. Once you discover, choose the first 2. One of the first 2. If I was the one, I'll choose this one, but you can choose any of the first 2. That's the calculation you need to use. And that calculation is what has helped this account. If you look at this account, This account initially, it was, oh my God. In fact, the guy was, it was wondering, it was really feeling bad. He was about closing his account. But I mean, now he's getting things in at least. He's getting things in. And the only reason he's not even getting what was set for this account is because the deed had been done. You can see? Look at, he had a lot of things open that were not meant to have been opened. What is the strategy initially he should use? This is the strategy. 300, 5 pieces. That's all. And that's considering his capital. And the division was done based on this cycle. That's Supremax cycle. So find out your own, whatever cycle you're using, and then use it. Now, it simply means that if all these things were in there, this guy, daily, if he didn't make all this error, which even while the market is down, with what was set for him, he should be making almost 800 daily, 900 daily, or even 1,000 daily. But the problem now is the dips. What do the dips work with? The dips work with this amount left here. And that's why you see that his amount is not up to 300. So if I open each of these coins, you will discover that the margin buys have closed. They've stopped because he doesn't have enough. And the reason he doesn't have enough is he had bought more than his capital. Look at, you can see margin call is stopped. So it's telling me open margin call. How do the dips work? Very easy. Now, let's go to, okay, before I talk about this, how do the dips work? Very easy. Now, when you buy at a particular point, you are always happy when it goes high. That's what you expect, right? When it goes high, then you sell and you make profits. When you trade manually, that's the only time we're happy, manual traders, when it goes high. When it goes down, manual traders that are not experienced are always sad, and then they are angry. They are fighting everybody that comes their way, including non-living things. Even doors that don't open, they fight it, they punch it, struggle. That why you open? What's wrong with this door? The bot acts differently. And that's why I look at people that say, RoyalQ is a mess. I'm like, oh my God, these guys don't know. It's because they are not traders. They don't understand what trading is. Trust me. For me, this is still the best bots. I've used so many bots. I don't know them before. This is the best bots that I have ever come across in my whole almost 18 years trading. I started trading very early, Forex. And that's why some people ask me, David, how come your Coinbase says it's been open for like 10 years or 12 years? How come? Well, I was trading on Coinbase then. That's when I opened my account. Now, listen, the difference with these bots is that when things go down, right? When it goes down, the bot buys. When the bot buys, because this point is your buy, let's say your buy points. Let me use it so that in a general term, it's something else we call it. But let me just put it in a point that you would understand, right? Once it comes down, this is your first call. This point is your buy point, like your first buy, right? And that's the current price. Once the price comes down, yeah, and the bots, you set the bots in a way that maybe the strategy, the people, the cycle, set it in a way that the bot buys again at this point. Every time the bot buys, your price, the initial price that you're waiting for it to go above to make profits, will be recalculated to somewhere lower in between, or somewhere lower in between the new buy point and the first buy point and the second buy point. Now, if it buys here again, the same thing, the new buy point will be recalculated. It won't be here anymore. It will be somewhere again. You know, it will keep coming down. The more it buys, the more it comes down. The more it buys, the more it comes down. Now, one thing about this that makes us keep earning is when it dips, we're always happy. Why? It keeps buying first call, second call, third call, fourth call, fifth call. Now, from first call, second call, third call, fourth call, they act differently from the fifth call downwards. The first, second, third, fourth, it only reduces your initial buy. So by the time it comes to fourth call, trust me, this was your buy points, right? Your buy point might have gone away from here, and while it's here, your buy point might be just somewhere here, maybe close to this third. Well, now it simply means that point, that new buy point is where you are waiting for it to go above, because it's currently here, but this is where it bought now, but the price in the market is here, but because it has dropped, so the new initial price you bought it from will be recalculated here. This is the current price. So that means that you're waiting for it to go above this, your initial buy price, newly calculated initial buy price. Just go from here above it. By the time it goes from here above just that buy price by 1.1%, it will give you 1.1%, not of your first buy anymore. So if your first buy was 20, it won't give you 1.1% of 20. No, it will give you 1.1%. Don't forget that it bought, this was the initial one. So it bought 20 here, it bought 20 here again, it bought 20 here again, and then it bought 20 here. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80. So it's going to give you 1.1% of 80 by the time it crosses this. So that is why people who understand trading are always happy. I'm not sure if people can hear me though, but I hope so. I hope so. Okay, I hope so. And I forgot to state that if you have a question, please just underneath, because this webinar itself is to help you correct your whatever you're going through, is to correct it. So if you have a question, please check just underneath it, up over here, and leave a chat message here and leave your question. Otherwise, what you can also do is just click on the participants and then, click on the same more, and then you can just use the raise hand function, which is here, raise hand function. Once you do that, I would be notified, and I would just unmute you so that you can ask your question. The idea of this webinar is to help you correct your current status, your account. If you are on RoyalQ and you are not making money, there is a problem. Okay, let's go ahead. I guess this is where I am. Now, I just explained the first buy. Don't forget, the first buy is not the same with the first call. The first call is the point it goes lower. The first point it goes lower from the first buy point. So this is the first call, second call, third call, fourth call. Now the fifth call acts differently. Once it comes to the fifth call, yes, it will recalculate the buy points somewhere here, right? Yes. But guess what? It adds, there's even more to it, the fifth call and upwards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever you set, there is more to it. Now, what is that is more to it? Once it comes to the fifth call, if you set your stuff well and you're sure you set it well, and you are using the right circle, the fifth call, what it does is when it buys at the fifth call, if it buys here, this is the new point it's waiting for to go above, to sell everything, this, and this. But the point it is waiting for to sell at the fifth call is different. If it buys at the fifth call, if it just goes 1.1% above the point it bought at the fifth call, it will sell and give you 1.1% of whatever it bought at the fifth call of 20%. If it comes down again, it will buy. If it goes up again, that fifth call, it will sell. So imagine it goes down more. That's why people are always rejoicing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It means that at each of those points, anytime it buys and it goes 1.1%, it will sell it and give you the profits of whatever your first buy is. So if your first buy was 100, it will give you that profit of 1.1% of 100, which is almost like $2. So imagine if he does that regularly, you know, almost like 12 times. It means in a day, you can get like 24. Of which, because of what the account is in now, it will go more than 12 times. And this account is someday, this account is an example of that. And the only reason this guy is actually still earning whatever is because if you look at his first buy is over here still what? 150. Guess what? His accounts, that's one reason his account can't buy again because he has used all his coin to do most of the trading things that he wasn't meant to do. All these ones are these ones. When you don't see sync strategy there, it means that it's a personal thing you guys did yourself. You see, this was the one that is from the bot. So imagine if he had just left just the bots on the sync cycle one alone. You can imagine what it will be earning currently. You can see it's closed. The margin call is closed. You never want this to be the case if you want to earn during the dip. If this is the case, then you would never be earning in a dip. The only things it will earn in a dip now currently is on the 8th margin call. So it will only earn on the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Meanwhile, if you look at it at minus 31, this account should have been on the 19th call or something, on the 19th call, so that it will be earning on 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's almost 12. I just counted. So this, while he's still earning, he's still not utilizing the strength of the margin call because this is short. And I can open it, but even if I open it, because he doesn't have enough money to do the buy. Okay, I think he has 15. Let's do this one. Oh, you see, look at this now. This one now, he can't earn anymore. But guess what? Look at what the account is on, minus 40 something. That simply means that at minus 40 something, he should have been on 19. And that would have been big money for him every time the thing starts to come up. But look at, it's on 4. So now look at when I click open now, when I click here, you will see to change from open to stop. It says, do you want to open it? Yes. And open. It means it's open. So if it goes down again, it will buy at the 5th. You get. So you want to always make sure everything is open. Everything. Open everything. Everything. And not just open. You want to make sure that this is on sub-in mode. If you're synced to the right strategy, you should have it on sub-in mode. I know sometimes SupremeX, those guys, they actually don't remember to put some of it on sub-in mode. But if it's the case, all you need to do is check here. You should have sub-in mode selected. If not, come here and then check this plot. Check, just tap on this sub-in mode, the last one, sub-in mode real-time settlements. That's what it should be on. And with that done, you're good. You're good. You don't need to do anything on this account anymore. And you would keep earning. If you use the right strategy, you should at least with, and let me say that This strategy works well with this is their strategy. While it has worked in the deep, while it has worked in the deep for even people with $100, while it has worked well when it was balanced with people with $100 in the deep, it might not work for people. It might not work so well for people with $100. The highest it will work is, since we are dealing with 15, whatever you divide it by should be able to be one, should have one. So once you divide your capital by one, whatever it comes in by, it should be able to, at least it should be 150. No. Yep. So, rather, rather that's 150 divided by 15. So you have 10, rather 10. So it should be 10 times 1, because the least you can buy is 10. So the best capital to work with this account is 150. So when you divide whatever capital you have by 15 rather, whatever you get, 10, the easiest thing that can go below 10 is what? Is 1. So that's 10 first by times 1. That's how you do it. And don't do any manual replenishment anymore. Now, if you have an account that has been on, that your first buy was 10, you shouldn't have much floating losses. And if you have high percentages negative, and you don't have high floating losses, if the floating loss is just like $2, $3, $4, I would as well tell you, and you had manually replenished, you can cancel it. If it's just $3, $2, and start afresh with this thing I've given you. If it's above all those $5, don't cancel it. Just leave it, except you think you can take the loss, and start afresh using this what I've just explained, and then you will see that things will turn around. I've been getting positive feedbacks from people that have helped, and I've told about this same thing, and it has really worked for them. It's working for me. It's working for some of my downlines. The only people it's not working for currently are people that, initially didn't listen. People that have gone the wrong way before. It will still work for you if you can set it now, but you must have something here, or set it now, and hopefully all this will close. Some of it will close. Some of those things will close. Not close fully, but those little buys inside will close. And then you need to come here, go to mine, come to assets. Sorry, come to mine, come to my synchronized strategy. Sorry, over here. Select your wallets. This guy uses Uobi, and then cancel. Don't worry, when you cancel, it won't affect. Cancel, it won't affect whatever is currently going on. Cancel, and then from the calculation I explained, do it. This guy, from his own calculation, his own is, okay, sorry, click sync, 300, and then 5, done. Hit on sync strategy. This, if you notice, this hasn't started implementing in his account. That's because it's still waiting. Can you see when I opened the buy, you see that he bought. Can you see? He bought ADA again for him. That's the first one I opened for you to see that thing was actually hungry to buy more. Can you see? He bought. It was hungry to buy more, but because it was stopped, and it's buying more is what makes this part of your accounts really, really encouraging. It's what makes the profits. Don't be bothered about this. This is because a new day just started. in Singapore. A new day started like 2 hours ago. So this is currently the day we are in here. And so that's let me take questions. Let me stop here and take questions. If you have questions, I see nobody ask questions. 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 Oh, somebody asked question. Yeah. TechnoSpark. TechnoSpark. Okay, go ahead, sir. I just sent you ask to unmute. You can unmute yourself, sir.
Okay. Yeah, good day, everyone, because I don't know what part of the world you are in from. So let me say good day. Okay, I'm from Nigeria. I have okay, in the last Zoom meeting that Supremes organized, I asked question because I was in a very bad situation, just like it's even worse now. Because I remember in the Telegram group, I complained severally about not making profit and how the floating loss is really high and all of that. And I think in the Telegram group, I was told to put my first bar at 300 and my pieces at 3. I was hoping that it would get better, but unfortunately, it hasn't got better. It got worse because I think I also said that I'm supposed to be having about just over 1,000, US dollars. That's 1,000 there, about 1,040, 1,050, which as at the last time I checked, I don't know what is going on in my wallet in Binance, has reduced to 700 and something. At first, it was floating between nine something, and it go back to just a little over 1,000. But when I checked, I think yesterday or today, it was something. It was scary. I'm like, what exactly is going on? I don't know how these things work really, because like I said, then I'm still very new and I really don't know anything. That's the truth. I don't know anything technical in this thing at all. I just sent to Supreme X as my downline, as my upline advised, and I try to attend one or two Zoom meetings, especially the one organized by Supremes like this, for example. And I've listened to Mr. David, the recorded Zoom meetings that I didn't attend was given to me. I listened to it and I tried to follow some of the things that he said there and all of that. But I know that I clearly am not getting a lot of things right. As a novice now, I obviously, I'm just trying to follow what I see in the Zoom meetings, but it's not working, apparently, because I'm not doing many things right. Like replenishment, for example. The right coin to replenish. I even choose a coin? It's the coin that I see there. I just try to replenish them, following the strategy or the approach I've been told and all of that. So nothing has worked. But right now is it's bad. Like I just said now, my money in the wallet has reduced to around 7 something. I don't know. First of all, I will say, is it going to be like that, or it will still go back to my normal money? I really don't know what is going on. So I don't know if it's going to return to my original capital. Then I can say I am supposed to have just a little over 1,000. But as of now, I don't know what I have really. So how do I go back to, how do things normalize for me? How do things normalize for me? I really don't know. It's in a mess. Voila, okay. It's serious mess.
Okay. The first challenge I feel is that the replenishment, don't do it again. That's the first thing.
So I've since stopped. Well, okay. Since.
But one question I want to ask is, how much do you have here?
Zero. I see there. I don't know why it's zero.
Okay.
I don't know why.
How much is your first buy?
As of now, I said 300 and the piece is 3, according to what Supreme's advised the last time I complained.
So if you notice, when I spoke to you, when I just started this now, trading, let me explain trading. I'm going to use trading to explain. I'm going to use something easier for you to understand.
Okay.
Trading is like a football game. Oh, let me not use football because for people in America, they confuse soccer with the hand one.
Soccer, yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me say soccer. Now, for soccer, every strategy a coach uses, it depends on your opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm a Man U fan, and you can see the last game Man U played. You
Just
can
like
see,
me.
good.
We are both
You can
fans
see,
of the same club.
good. You can see what the approach the new coach brought in.
Yeah.
You can
Yes,
see
right
how
now.
different it was, right? That's
We were expecting
exactly
something much better from him anyway.
good. That's exactly what is required during trading. In trading, you know what the opponent is? Your opponent is the market.
Okay.
What Supremex told you at that time? Yes, it was right. But guess what? It was for the status of the market at the time they told
At the time. Yeah.
So one enemy we have is timing, which is affected by the market at that time. So that's why there's usually a need to constantly change the strategy. But no matter what happens, even if the strategy is what's it called? The market goes down to the least, goes back to the this strategy I just told you about would effectively work for your account. The only challenge you have currently is that you don't have anything at this point.
That's zero.
So
Okay.
what would you do? Very, very, and this is what you would need to, look into. Now, first, you said you had, how much was your total? And okay, let me correct this. You have 700. Now that 700 you see is because of all these things, these floating losses.
Okay.
So they will eventually, in fact, I have people with like 100,000.
Whoa.
You get, I have people here, so I know what they are currently going through with floating losses. But now, let's deal with yours. But the good thing is you're not trading manually, which is the good thing. You're using the bots. That simply means that it would rise. What we are going through, because of what I said, just like what I explained earlier, is this time currently. Why is the market down? Festive season, always like that. Always. Why? Because people are withdrawing from the market to pay bills or to celebrate or to do whatever, buy gifts for people. And they see that their investment as the second run through. And when people keep withdrawing, it affects that coin. And then when the price goes down, people, after the celebration, they're like, oh, man, everything is down. This is the right time to buy. They start buying. And guess what happens? The price rises again. That's exactly what happens. Always festive periods. Always. Now, what do? You have 1,000 what? What's your main what's your main capital?
It's supposed to be about, let's just say approximately 1,040.
1,040.
1,040, 1,050. Very right. It was 1,000. Let's see 1,050. Let's do
1,050. Now, if you're using Supreme, divide 1,050 by 15.
Can I do that now? I don't have a calculator right now.
Okay, good. Your answer will be possibly 70. Now, 70 is your answer.
Okay.
From this 70, you look at the multiples of this. So either you say first buy 70 times 1 pieces, 2 divided by 70, 35, 3 divided by 70, 20, or 20, it can be 25, 25 will be more.
Will be more, yes.
For you, either you choose one of these two.
Okay.
That's what you meant to choose currently because of the status of this market. If you choose this, you might look at 1K, 1. No, now, trust me, you'll be shocked at what that wall will give you that 10 would not give you. Otherwise, you can say 35 and 2.
Okay.
With this, by the time you have 0 here, with that, if you do that and you find out you have 0 here, trust me, this part of your account will be smiling. This part of your account will be this part will be smiling.
That's the best part.
Yep. It will be smiling. And so that's what you want to do. So you want to go to mine first before you do anything. Go to your My Synchronized strategy, change it, cancel, confirm, come here, and whatever you decide. Sync. Either you put 70 if you want to earn more and just focus on one coin and earn more. Put 71 if you want to earn more, at least, but from more than one coin. Put 35 and put 2.
Okay. But you advise 35 2. That's a better, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it was me, I would because me, I like to do it gradually. I'll do 71, but for you, you can start with 35 2 and see how it is, and then who knows? You can decide to come later and say, oh, this 35 2 makes sense. So what if I do 71? Then you do 70, but start with 35 2.
Okay.
But that means that before that can be implemented, some of them will close up.
Okay.
Now, what is the highest like I did for some people? What's the highest year? See this page that you see profits? What's the highest negative there that you have?
I'll have to check, please.
Yeah.
The highest negative I have where there's change, right?
Where there is
change in
no, not
percentage.
change. No,
Okay,
not change.
no,
Where there
the
is profits. Yeah.
Okay, profit. The highest is 145 minus 145.
Minus 145.
The next one is minus 112.
Minus 145.
Then the others are less. Minus 38, minus 31.
That's what I'm looking for.
Just
minus
4.
38.
I just have 4.
Minus 38, minus what?
Minus 38, minus 38, minus 31.
Minus 38, minus 31. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, please hold on. Good. Now, the one on minus 41, click it.
Minus 31, okay.
Minus 141, the first one, minus 141.
Oh, minus 140, it has gone to 145 now. Okay, I've clicked it, 145.
Okay. What do you have in your first buy? Oh, you don't see first buy. So go down, click
I'm not even first buy in amount 10. Okay.
You have 10.
I can see first buy in amount 10, yes.
Okay, you click trade settings, right? And you saw first buy in amount.
Okay, no. Okay, it's still the same thing. I've clicked trade setting now. First buying amount is still 10. Yes, 10
okay,
USDT.
Come to the next one. Come to the one with 112.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, 112. I should also click trade setting, right?
Yes, click trade. Oh, you can just look at the first buying amount there. It's the same thing.
It's still 10. It's still 10. Yes. Yes.
Come to the third one.
That's okay. The third one is minus 39. That's the next worst. The trade setting is still 10 USDT. Yes.
It's 10 USDT, right?
Yes. It's still 10. Yes.
What is the margin call? The margin call.
Margin call limit?
Yeah.
Of this last one is 19 times.
Okay. What is the margin call of the? Okay, let's come to the other one. Let's come to the last one, then we'll go check the previous two. Sorry.
Okay, I'll go to the last one that's minus 31, right?
Yep.
Okay. The trade setting. That one is still 10 USDT. And the margin call limit is 13 times.
13 times. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is it on subbing mode?
It's supposed to be. Let me check. I will check again now.
You should be able to see it there.
Is there subbing mode? Okay, it's there. Subbing mode real-time settlement.
Beautiful. Now let's go back up to the second to the last one that you called now.
Minus 39.
The minus 39, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'll click on it.
What's the sub in mode to?
Okay, I'm coming. Sub-in mode. I'm coming on, please. Okay. That one still is on sub-in mode real time also.
Sub-in mode. Yes. Okay. Now let's go to the first two, and then let's just know what the margin call is, and then what strategy on this. Yeah.
Okay. The one before the first one minus 112, I think now is
yeah.
The strategy is also sub-in mode.
Beautiful sub. Okay.
Then the last one, which is minus 145.
No, you didn't tell me the margin call for that one. The second.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. I'll go back. Minus 113. The strategy is sub-in mode. Then the
margin call.
Margin call. The margin call limit is 13 times. I said that.
Okay.
13 times. Yes.
Okay. Then the first one, which should be the last. Yeah.
The first one now. Why is it not answering me? I'm coming, please. Not answering me. I don't know why. He just paused. I don't know why he's not answering me. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I've got it. Well, the first one is minus 145. The strategy is still the same, sub-in mode, and the margin call limit is 13 times also. Minus 145. Yes, 13 times.
So what this is saying is that you have, depending on the strategy that you have there, but at least you have like 130 on each. You have like 130, 130, 130, 130, 130. And that should just simply be 130 times 4. So you have like almost like 5 something, at least 500.
520, yeah.
Yeah, or
530 times 4.
Yeah, you have almost like, I mean, I just summarized the 130. Not all of them should be 130. So you have almost like 500 being used currently.
Okay.
And so I'm surprised you say you have nothing here.
That's the wallet, the USDT balance, right?
Yes.
It's zero. I'm serious. It's zero. That's there. It's been zero from day one, and I don't know why.
From day one?
From day one, I started about, it started 23rd October. 23rd of October, yes. That's when the trade started in earnest. That's about 6-7 weeks. About
7 weeks, and it's been zero since then.
Yes.
Can you do me a favor, please?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor?
Okay.
Can you refresh? Can you click on this thing? Sorry. There's a refresh button just under my what's it called here? This part.
Where? Which part?
Let me take it. I'm trying to move it away from there, but I don't have my style. Okay, beautiful. There's a refresh button here. Click on it.
Okay, I'm coming, please. Sorry, please. The refresh button, is it under mine?
No.
Sorry.
Click. You see where you see that thing that you said is zero. That's trading.
That one is in Binance. So.
Are you on? You use Binance, right?
Yes, I use Binance.
Okay. So on your bots,
yes,
where you see Binance trade balance down in green. Wait, do you see what I'm circling? Can you see what I'm circling here?
I'm coming. Let me see. Sorry, where is circling? Yeah. Okay, and that is that. Is it not in is in Binance that I used to see that USDT?
No. Binance. Don't come to Binance alone. Come to RoyalQ, lesson.
Okay, RoyalQ. Let me see. That's in the front.
Quantitative.
Okay, quantitative. Right? Okay, it's still zero. Binance USDT 0. Yes. You said I should click on what again? Then.
Click on this refresh button here.
Is there a refresh? There's no refresh button here. Is there all the other things? Home,
Yeah,
quantitative circle, news, mine.
No, just in front of that thing. Can you see my own here? Just opposite it here. There's one small round button there. So you see, can you see Binance balance 0? And then can you see batch settings?
Batch settings, yes. Batch settings.
So in between Binance balance 0,
that circle that with an arrow.
Exactly.
I should click on that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the refresh.
Okay. Okay, I've done that twice even.
You did that twice,
okay,
right?
It has, yes, I've done it twice. Binance, yes, it is now 19.65.
It's now what?
19.65.
Okay. Okay. So 19.65. Okay.
Yes.
Also, check your accounts. You see, sometimes most of these great things, most of these great things, they are usually in trades, but mistakenly we might have paused them. For instance, if look at this one now, this one, MDX. If I come here and I pause it, can you see what's happening here? Hold on. Can you see what's happening here? It's in gray, but there's money there.
Okay.
So you want to check sometimes because it doesn't add up.
But I only have those 4 coins though. Just those 4 coins. That's there in the trading. That's trading for me there. Only 4. There was a time I was seeing this gray. Some of them were gray. When I talked to an upline up there, and he told me
exactly
to remove those gray.
Beautiful.
The way you
go everywhere and check all the grades. Go to your professional, check, because your stuffs don't add up yet. Go to your professional and check all the grades. Be sure. Sometimes it will be gray, but how do you know? You won't see 0.00. Okay. You will see money there, but it will be gray. And look at, can you see this account?
I can see, yeah, I can see.
Now let me show you this one. Let me use this Shiba.
Okay.
If I pause it, look at what happens. Can you see this Shiba is gray, but money is there. Percentage is there compared to this one. This one, you know, there's nothing, but this is gray, this is gray. What's the difference? One is trading, but you won't know. You will be confused by the gray. So take your time and check, because from your amount, your margin call, your first buy, it doesn't add up. And if you say you have 1,000 something and your account, the total account is 500 and something, then, I mean, it doesn't add up.
So you advise all the gray, whether there's 00 or there's money there.
No. Look for the ones that I've go and check the ones that go and look at all the gray, one after the other. Look at this AVAX. I'll look at it. Okay, 0.00. Okay, I'll go to the next one. Or click it. Click them. Check. Nothing is here. Right? Close it. Close it. Go to the other one. Check it from. You know, I said something like that might happen, and you just told me that something like that once happened, but you closed them. I don't think you've opened everything. Check and then get back to me. Yeah, check everything and get back to me.
Are you on this Zoom, or how do I get back to you?
Yeah, you can check now before the end of this Zoom. You can let us know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I will
remember to change your first buy to what we agreed
on.
To
35.2.
Exactly. Beautiful. Start with 35.2, and then you can decide
later
to start
71.
With, yeah, because if it was me, I would do 71. But you try 35.2 and then change to 71.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. All right.
Yes,
all right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Let me this webinar is basically to help people solve their problems. If you have any problem, please don't stay silent. Please explain why your margin call is 19 and for some it is 13 currently. Okay, I like that question. Now, like I explained previously, the previous setting that was done was because of the time or the account, or rather the market at that time. Yeah, That's the best way to say, right? And for the markets at that time, what was used then was basically just 13 margin calls. And when I mean 13 margin calls, just for everybody to understand, if you come to trade setting, I mean these points here was meant to be 13 times there. And that is because at those, the number of times you should buy, the number of times you should buy. So you're saying every time it drops 13 times, you should buy. And then when we now go to the configuration, it simply means that we tell it when at those times. Is it when it drops -1, when it drops -2, when it drops -3, when it drops -4? When should it buy? And then on the other side, you're telling it how much percentage should it buy? Should it buy 1 times my first buy, which is this, or 2 times my first buy, which is this, or 3 times my first buy, which is this? And the market at that time, that was suitable for it. But for now, things have changed. So, and the only reason yours hasn't changed is because you possibly are still on coins that have been bought at that time with the strategy you're using. So you yourself, you can decide to change it yourself. And for those who want to change it, I can forward. I couldn't put it on the SupremeX group because it's possible we'll go against their strategy, but this doesn't affect the SupremeX strategy. This is just to help you make the best of what you currently have, which was what was before the new strategy. So what you need to do is, and while you're here, let's just do it. Do your calculation, the same calculation I did that I say your capital divided by by 15, right? And whatever it is, whatever you get, 1 divided by 8, what would he get? 2 divided by 8, what would he get? You get whatever you get at that time, that's what you want to do here. Otherwise, just leave it to what it was and then change these points to 19. I don't want to sound confusing now. I want to rather sound convincing. So change this to, if I'm confusing you, let me know. Change this to 19. Let's do it this way. Change this to 19. Change this to 1.1. I always tell people the market sometimes is always good to take it. It's called scrapping. You take it and get out of it. Take it and get out of it. Change this to 0. Now, 1.1 means when it goes above 1.1 times. Some people put it at 5. It's never realistic. It can be, it can, but trust me, I would rather put it at 1.1 and let it buy that coin again and then make it again and let it buy that coin again and make it again and let it buy that coin again and make it again, then stay stuck. So put this at 1.1. You're telling it that if it goes 1.1% above what you bought it. Now that simply means you need to change this 0. This part is you're telling that once it goes 1.1, buy it. But sometimes the bot doesn't buy it at 1.1. It always feels it to go higher. So it will keep going. And then when it drops, whatever is here, percent, then it will sell it. So you put 0. So before it drops at all, it will sell it at that spot. That's why we put 0 here. Once you do that, before we go to any other thing else, change this to 0.2 and then put this 2 to 0. You can do a screenshot. I mean, I don't mind do a screenshot, but be careful not to confuse this with yours. Don't put 150, please. I beg you. Can do a screenshot. I don't mind. And now let's go into this part. So now, once you click here, make sure you put 1 1.2, you can screenshot it so that it is faster. 1.2, let's deal with the side first, the left side. 1.4, or you can write it, 1.5, 1.6, 1.8, 2, 2.2, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.8, 3, 3.2, 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, 3.8, 4. It must start with 1 and end with 4. That shows you've done the right thing. And over here, the right side, from 1 to 4, just put 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. And then from 5 to the last, write 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Make sure you click confirm. Then over here, come here. This is the point where I told you the magic happens. From the 5th to the 19th. Just put 1.1 down, 1.1, 1.1. Click confirm too, and then come here and hit save. If you don't hit save, it won't save. Hit save here. And then you're done. The reason you guys were not earning is because it was on 13. Some of you should actually be earning. It should actually be on 19. And I hope the man that just called me now also gets that too. It should be on 19, and then you guys can change it based on what I just called. If you also need a screenshot, I could also send the screenshots to you later. Just let me know. I'll send the screenshots to you. Let me go answer some more questions. I guess there's a chat. What it means is that the present adjustment in which the first buy is relatively higher, the yearly advice is only necessary because of the dip. Yep. So a new approach will be necessary in the future when the market rebounds. Well, when the market rebounds, the good part of it is that this approach is better for both markets. The only difference is that if you notice, when the market rebounds, we might not possibly be having it get to fifth call. It might get to fifth call because if you look at it, I didn't separate it by much. Some people will put 2 year, 5 year, 6 year, 8 year. That's almost like minus 10 before it gets to the fifth call. But if you look at, I didn't separate it by much. This is just 1, 2.2, 3.6, 5, and 6 point something. Even when the market rebounds, there are times it gets to like 8 point something. So that simply means that we'll still be here. It's still be here. So even this strategy is better for when the market rebounds because you still make more. The only thing when the market rebounds is that some people always like to manually replenish. If you notice, that idea of manually replenishing is exactly what the bot does here for you. So this part of it is auto replenishment. But you are now doing it without, because here you are telling the bot to do it for you, to auto replenish, to replenish for you. But how will the bots know when to do it? So you're now stating that when it drops here, replenish, because that's the way as programmers we can make the system listen. It's called listening. A point where the system listens to either when you press space on your computer, because you can't just tell your computer, hey, computer, type ASDF and put space in between. I mean, there are softwares that do that, but your keyboard, for it to work, you're telling your keyboard that anytime I press this, that's when space bar, that's when you should put space. So it simply means that the bots won't just auto replenish for you. You have to let it know when to auto replenish. And the best way to let it know is by telling, okay, when it just goes down 1, buy, replenish. When it goes 1.2, replenish. So, I mean, if you look at it, what's the idea of these settings? You don't need to manually replenish even when the market rebounds. So this settings is actually better, is best for the deep, but also works perfectly for a stable market. The only thing is that it will be buying 0.5 of that initially after the first buy. I mean, which is still okay. Yep. because of how we divided it here. Yep. I hope I was able to answer that question though. Can you please send screenshots of the last parameters? Sure, I can. I go get it out of, I think I have it somewhere. Okay, let me just do it here now. Let me just screenshot it from here quickly. Let's do this first. Okay, and from the 8th, let's go to from 9, so let's do from 8. From 8 again. Okay, and let's do, hopefully you can, okay. Then I should do this. But please don't confuse the first by. Please don't put the first by 150 for yours, please. And then lastly, I should do this for you. Okay. Yep. So this should work. Let me see if I can send. I'm not sure. Okay. So I possibly can send it, right? Okay. So if you are on I'm not sure if you guys are on, I don't know what platform you got this message from. I can send it through through wherever you got this message from. I can just send it to you, except the Supremex. I can't put it there because, I mean, I think one of them is on my group. If they want to put it, then they can decide to put it. I don't know if they're here, but I can't put it on the group there. Yeah. So the only reason I put the webinar there is because one of them actually asked me to put it there. So just let me know. And another thing is this video is recorded. So once I paste it, you can go back and look at it. And yeah, that's another good thing. You can go back and look at it, and then you can just pause the video. I would upload it in few minutes once it renders, and then you can go back on YouTube and look at it. Yeah. So the next thing is greetings. I'm a novice. As such, all this seems like magic to me. Hence, permit me the privilege to reach you via your hotline number after tonight's meeting. Please, possibly, please send WhatsApp group. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think. Oh, okay. This is Prof asking to send to the WhatsApp group. Okay. My WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. About my number, okay. Let me do it this way. I can possibly send you a group that I know that I have control over. That's for the people asking for my number. I can send you a group. But please, don't send this link to don't send this link to anybody that will come and spam this group. Oh. Okay. I'll put this link here. Through this link, you can get me through this link, and then I can see your account. We can get to talk, and I can see your account, and then but through this link. So let's look at it. Yes, Prof also asked me to send the screenshots to the WhatsApp group. I know the WhatsApp group you're talking about. I will send it there. Yes, but for the guy asking to contact, yes, you can contact me through this link that it's a group, so just to contact me there. Out. Please send it. Okay, what's your YouTube channel? YouTube channel is Making Money with David Busari. Yep, making money with David Busari. That's what it is. And I'm not sure it's this one I used. Yeah, it's making money with David Busari. Making money with David Busari. That's the name of the group. Making money with David Busari. Yeah, making money with David Busari. With David Busari. Yeah, you can try this. If you don't get it, just come to this WhatsApp group. I'll send you the link to it. To this Telegram group. It's a Telegram group. I'll send you the link to it. Any other question? Please, if you have a problem with your account, state it. Let's fix it. Let's correct it. And it's possibly you're doing something wrong, or you're still stuck with the previous strategy, which shouldn't be. Please let me know, let us know, and let's talk about it now. I know some people have been trying to send me messages. I've been so busy lately, and it's been overwhelming. So sometimes I'm not always with my phone while I'm doing those things because they could be technical and require maximum concentration. So, and when I come back, I think I check it, and I just always assume that whoever sent me this would have been sleeping by now. And so I try as much as possible not to send text message because I don't know what the ringing or, just that way. So I don't wake them up in the night and all that. But please just bear with me. So everything till I'm less. Oh, somebody raising up hand again? Techno? Let's see. Techno. Okay. Techno Spark, please unmute yourself.
Thank you very much. Great sir. I went back to first of all, I went to sync and put the first band pieces to 35-2.
Yeah.
Then actually, like you said, I went to the quantitative now of RoyalQ, and like you said, I saw that there were many in gray. I don't know how to pause them. I don't know how to remove them. I was trying to do that so that any other thing you want to set for me.
You found them out, right? You saw that there were some that were in gray.
There were some. There are quite a number. Yes.
Beautiful.
There are quite a number.
All you just need to do is click on them. Mm-hmm. Click on it. Whichever one is on gray, click on it.
Okay, I should start clicking. Okay, but there are many. You can't do all of them. It will take other people.
I'll just show you one. Once I show you one, you should be able to do just one step. Yeah. Click on anyone.
I've clicked on one. Yes.
Now look down. You will see trade settings, and you will see force. Wait. Wait. You said you saw. It's not 00. Wait. Okay. The one not the one on 00, as in on the gray, you will see some numbers, not 00.
Number. Okay, it's only one. Okay, the one with number. I've clicked on that. But most of them are 00s. I've clicked on that.
Is there any other one with number that is on gray?
I didn't see. I'm scrolling through very fast now. Let me just go through very fast because I didn't see now. No. There are many. No, I didn't see any other one. I'm coming, please.
Okay, good. That was general. You're on general, right? Is this general?
I'm on quantitative. Which one is general?
Yeah,
general. Yes, I'm on general. General.
Yes. Did you check on professional?
How do I check on professional, please?
Click professional by the right side. Just click professional.
By this right side of where? Of the home screen?
Come and see. Come and see me on my screen here.
Oh, okay.
So you're on quantitative here that I circled, right?
Yes.
On quantitative, you will see general up here. You will see professional up here.
Okay. I didn't see now. Okay, let me check it again. There is no professional there, only general.
No,
there's no professional on mine.
That's another big problem. So what you need to do first is go to mine, come here, click mine.
Okay.
You're on mine, right? Click mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on mine now. Yes.
The first thing you will see professional edition.
Yes. I should turn it on.
Turn it on, yeah. And this
Okay.
goes to everybody. If you don't turn
Okay.
professional edition on, it limits your coins and it limits how much you can the coins you can get from whatever strategy you're using. So when you turn it on, it will tell you you're going to go through a series of questions.
Okay.
Say
First
yes,
of all, I agree. First of all, I agree. Okay.
Yeah. And
Start
then
now.
Start now, yeah.
Yeah.
The answer to those questions would be the last options.
Well, I'll scroll down, or what do you mean by the last option? The B.
If you look at it, they are questions. They are questions.
A and B.
A and B. The answer is B. The first one is B.
Okay. B, not needed. Okay.
The second one, A and B, right?
A, B, C.
The last answer is C.
Okay.
The third one,
A, B.
B.
B. Okay. I should submit.
Submit, yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's been the choice. It's now on.
Beautiful. Okay.
I'll go back to quantitative now, right?
Yeah, go back to quantitative.
It's there now. Okay,
it's there now. And there's all the coins are gray, right? There's no figure there.
No, they are not all gray. The first 1, 2, 3, 4 are red.
No, the one on professional.
Okay, professional. Okay, professional. Yeah, it's like they are gray. They are all gray. Yes.
Okay.
And they are 0.0%.
I think if you can just click the Telegram group, then we can talk about your account and check your account, because it doesn't add up what you have as balance in your UOB. And you said you have 0 here.
Binance.
Yeah, in your Binance here, you say you have 0 here, and then you from everything here, all that has been trading is just 550 or less, and then you say you have capital 1050. So the question is, where's the remaining 480 or 490?
Okay. So after the Zoom meeting, or when?
Yeah, you can just on the chat. I dropped a Telegram group on the chat, and then we can follow up on that on the chat. You can just go there and.
Okay, I'll just say hi, Mr. David Busori, right?
Yes, I mean, you can just say hi. Yeah, I will respond to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm already there.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So till then, I see there's no other question on the on this group, and did I go out? Okay, no, I didn't go out. I see there's no other question. Okay, somebody has a chat. The example you were using was a great one to show what happened after you assisted him in correcting his mistakes. Could you please give us sense of what the 500 or 1,000 can produce with your new setting? Scenario.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, thank you so much for that question. So the example I used was because it was actually easy to do the division with 15, but let me just use 500. And I think I also used 150, you get, but let me use 500. Let me start with 500. Whatever your capital is, just divide it first by 15. Whatever your capital is, whatever it is, let's divide it by 15. So if your capital is 500 and you divide 500 by 15, your kidney should be 33.33, right? So now you want to look like 1 times what will give you this without, fully, and it's a round figure. So that's 1 times 30. So that means my first buy will be 30, and I'm going to buy one piece. So for 500, I'd rather use this. Or you say 15, 2 pieces. Or you say 10, 3 pieces. But I'd rather use 30, 1 piece, because 31 piece, my first buy being 30 in this kind of market will give me more on that one coin than if I put 15, 2. So I'd rather use 30. And I mean, the same thing goes with 400. The same thing goes with 300. 300 times 300 divided by 15 should be 20. So I'll put my first by 20 one piece. You get. Now, we should also understand that whatever capital we're using is what would compound on the long run and make what's it called? That's okay. I wish I could log into an account that is using like possibly 200. So an account using 200, sometimes the person makes like $3 daily, sometimes 4, sometimes 1, sometimes 5. 5 is the highest I've seen daily from the person. I mean, an account like 200. And that's because this person did the same thing and just used 200 divided by 15. And that's what I did for the person. 200 divided by 15 is just 13. So the person did 10 and 1. And the person makes close, almost like sometimes the person made 3, 5, sometimes 1, sometimes 0.9 something. But now the person has added up, and all the person is looking for, once it makes 300, it will change the strategy. The money becomes, once it makes $100 a year, once $100 comes in here, and the person just started. So once $100 comes in here, the person will change the strategy because that person already has a capital of 300 compounded. The person will change the strategy to maybe 20 and 1. And like that, once that adds up again, the person changes the strategy again. That's exactly how it works. That's how it works. That's how it works. I mean, gradually, and come to think about it. Look at this guy here. Initially, when we started this trade, we saw 0 here, and then I told you, I said the day just started, right? I said the day just started, and look at just in like, and understand the fact that this person is not trading with his original capital. He's trading with just 150. Because if you look at it, his first buy is 150. Is that 150 on some of those trades that is producing this figure for him now? So if I click it, can you see? Just one trade. Is that is 150? Oh, that is 150. 150 that gave him this. One trade. You get? So if this happens like almost like many times regularly, you can imagine what that will be for him. And that's even because his account is in fact, don't let me say a really bad state, because this is just a lot of coin to open, and I do understand. And that was a time when many people didn't understand. So, but no matter the mistake you make, it's recoverable. You get. It was worse than this before, but it's closing up already. Most of them are closing. And you can see. And guess what? It doesn't have anything for you to see what the power of dips are. It doesn't have anything in his, can you see, in his balance? It doesn't have anything yet. But what is making the money for him? All those things, all those coins that have dips, all. What's that? Oh, I didn't press it. All those coins that have dipped, that's what's making the money for him. He doesn't have anything making money here for him. But the coins that have dipped, that's the power of the dip. Trust me, if this wasn't the case of his accounts, if all this wasn't happening, I can tell you he'll be making 1,002 daily. So for people with 500, 300, 200, just be with 30, at least with the market moving like you can make like 4 daily, 3, it depends. 1, 5, but just keep leaving it. When it compounds over a year, then you increase the strategy because you have 500. Once you make 200 here, or what am I saying? Once you have 100 here, then you can increase the strategy or change the strategy Once you have 200 here, that way, just leave it gradually. I mean, because if you put the money in the bank, it won't give you all that. It won't. It won't give you all. It won't give you all this. It won't give you all this in a day. Never. Never. So just leave it. Let's compound it and then recover from those mistakes. Um, Rashid Wali. Okay. Mm. Mr. Rashid, I don't know how you can hear me though, because it doesn't look like your audio is on. So if you can hear me, please unmute yourself, please. It doesn't look like your audio is on. Mr. Rashid Wali, it doesn't look like your audio is on. But I think there's a chat. Let me read the chat. Okay, I'm in a sense of expected daily returns. Ooh, so I really can't state that, but I can just say that with 531, you can get 3 or 2. Sometimes you can get 4 if it moves. Sometimes you can get 1. Yep. But gradually, and then this whatever you make there, whatever you make some year over year, if you're on 500 and you eventually have 100 year added, that's 600 already in your wallet. So you come back and you change your strategy. If you divide this by 15, that's what? So whatever you get and divide it by 15, just do it again. Easy. 40 times 1, because you get 40. 40 times 1, right? 20 times 2. So you can change your first buy to 40. The more your first buy, the more the magic. But please, don't just put your first buy in a large amount when you don't do this calculation. Trust me, you will be back to square one. That's something we always say as developers. And even when I walked at the airport, you say you never do what? Never take shortcuts. Never take shortcuts. It will bring you back to the beginning. Don't take shortcuts, please. Shortcuts is the reason many of us are in the position we are today. Please don't do, I know we always want to earn more, but don't go beyond what your accounts can carry. The strategy, the calculation I gave you, all you need to do once you do that strategy, all your accounts recovers, everything, and you do that. For those that are starting on a fresh note with that strategy, sit back, don't worry. For those that have problems, still have some stuffs, what you just want to make sure is that once you change your strategy now, make sure you keep opening this. Make sure it's open. You see it's shut already. Click open. Make sure it's open. Make sure whatever you see here, you will see stop margin call. That simply means it's open when you see stop margin call here. Once you see open margin call, it means it's closed. So make sure what you see here is stop margin call. Otherwise, tap it to open it. You get everybody. That is what makes the money for you. Once it stops, it's no more buying. You get, and the only reason it stops is when this is here. So keep opening it and make sure that some that are open will sell, or some that are on a high margin call above 5 will sell. You can see this guy's margin call is already coming down. So some that are above margin call 5 will sell. Like you have this link, should be on 6. Wow. And it should be open. Otherwise, this account will get stagnant soon. It must be open. Everything must be open. Everything must be open. Keep checking. That's the only thing you need to do. Keep checking it. Don't manually replenish. Don't do anything. That's all. And don't. I would advise sync to a circle. Don't open things on your own. Otherwise, don't be surprised that you might select a coin that you might not know will crash. Let the professional select the coin for you. And once your coin crashes, it's better when the market is down. But when the coin crashes, you know what it means by crashing? It means that that coin just closes up. It closes up. It will just get to a point where, it will just be delisted from the market. So you don't want to select a wrong coin. Sync to a strategy, understand the strategy, make sure they are selecting the right coin, not the people that are just selecting all the coins. No. And then you're fine. You see, immediately I open this now, it bought ADA again. That's the idea. You want it to keep buying. You see, it sold and it bought ADA again. It sold and it bought ADA again. Can you see? So, and that's the dip that is happening. That's the process happening in the dip. You get, and that's what you want to always keep happening in the dip. You want it to keep buying and selling in the dip. Okay. Any question? Mr. Wale you still have your hands raised. Okay, ask to unmute. Okay. Can you unmute yourself now? Yeah. Mr. Wale. Mr. Wale. Mr. Wale, sorry. Can you unmute yourself now? Is Mr. Wale?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I'm very appreciative for all you're telling us since morning. Since 2 weeks now, I'm in very, very deep. As in my coin is in very, very deep coin. So that's why I come into your Zoom meeting. So I don't have enough capital to trade anymore because I'm in deep. So since day before yesterday now, my robot is not selling and buying for me anymore. So that's why I just want to attend your meeting so that I can learn more about strategies that are going to help me out about it, because I don't have enough capital to add into my wallet anymore so that I can trade another coin. So that's why.
What do you have here?
Yeah, where you Saku, Abi?
Yes.
I have 17. Sorry, 7.
What's your capital?
My capital is 364 USDT before I get into deep.
How many coins do you have open?
I have 3 coins.
Are you synced to a strategy?
It's just a single coin. I sync a single coin.
Sorry, what strategy is it synced to?
Supremex.
What's the coin that is synced there? Click on the coin synced to the strategy.
Am I going to? Should I minimize the? Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you.
You said I should what?
Click on the coin. Click on the coin that has that strategy.
It's OMG.
How many? What's your first buy?
My first buy is 10. But now my first buy is 10. But now my position amount is 114.
What's your margin call?
And that OMG is 11 margin call.
What is it subbing mode? What's the strategy? What's on it, subbing or warehouse?
It's subbing mode real-time settlement, sir.
Okay. The other two, you said you bought them personally, right?
Yeah, I don't think them. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the margin call there?
Okay, the CRV, the margin call is 8 margin call.
Okay. The first buy is 10 too, right?
And the first buy is 10. It's just getting to be by itself. So that's
okay. So what you can do is go to, you have three, you said you had 360. Sorry, I cleaned it. 300 and what?
364 USDT before getting to the
364
USDT.
getting to the deep. Yeah, 364 USDT. So 364 divided by 15.
Okay.
364 divided by 16, that's 20. So your first buy should be 20.
Okay. Okay.
Your first buy should be 20 and one piece.
One pieces. Okay.
Those other two coins that you bought, you shouldn't have bought them. If you didn't buy them, you would have been in a good state by now.
And because what causes it is that I don't, I can't read the chart of the candlestick, so I don't know if the coins is coming too deep or going up.
Don't worry, you don't even need to read the chart anymore. You don't need to. All you just need to do is all you just need to do is basically just sync to a right circle.
Okay.
Put the right pieces, the right first buy. Another thing is come here. I said I was gonna, what's it called? I asked people to screenshot this, change your settings there. What do you have in your margin call limit? It should be 13 if you're on OMG.
Okay, if I'm on OMG, Abby.
What's on your margin call limit here?
So on my OMG, Abby?
Yes.
Okay. It's 17.
Oh, where did you get that setting from?
I trade on my own. I just pick that coin. It's not that I don't have any settings for it.
No, you said you were synced to a strategy, which I thought you were synced to Supremex strategy.
Yes.
Wait. How many coins do you have bought now currently? Let's take it one after the other. 3 coins. What are the 3 coins?
Okay. CRT first.
CRT.
No, CRV. IOST. And OMG.
Now, these coins, click each of them and tell me what you have as your margin call limit.
Okay. First, my CRV. I have 8 margin call on it.
No, I mean the limits here. I'm talking about the limits. Click on the trade settings.
Okay. The limit. Well, okay. I don't understand the limit you are saying.
Click on trade settings.
Okay. Okay, the limit of my yes, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's 8 margin call.
The total limit here is 8 here.
8, 8,
Just on that first buying amount, open position, that next margin call limit is 8 times that is there.
Yes, no, that margin call limit is 8 times. 8 times.
That is there, sets there 8 times.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one? IUST. What's the margin call limit for IUST sets?
Okay. That IUST, the call margin limit is 7 times.
Okay. What's the OMG?
Okay. That OMG is 17 times.
17?
Yeah.
Are we looking at the same place? Come and look at where I am at.
Okay. The way you bracket.
Can you see where I am?
Yes, I can see it. I can see
So
it. The trade setting
all you called for me is what was here, right? For each of those coins.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me say that none of those coins is synced to SupremeX. But all that setting you called for me, none of it has anything to do with SupremeX that I have seen. Most of their strategies have either been 13 and their current strategy is 19, not 17, 3, 8, or all you called for me. So those coins are not, maybe you synced to a different strategy before, and then you just switched to SupremeX.
What is the...
Which is not a problem. It's not still a problem. It's not a problem.
Okay.
All you just need to do first is change all this with what you called. It's not enough to cover you from the dips. And then from what you gave me, I've not even gone into what is in here. You get? I've not even gone into this part of it. You get? So all you just need on the charts, there's a message there, a link to a Telegram group. I mean, I know you belong to a group, but that Telegram group is just for you to get the pictures. Because had it been I could send pictures through Zoom, it would have been good. It's just to get the pictures of what this setting should be. But I don't know what strategy you are synced to, but a strategy that would give you 8 time year is a strategy you should run away from.
Okay.
A strategy that would tell you 9 time year is a strategy you should run. When I say run, I mean run.
Okay.
The one on 17 time, it's still close to something, but my case is, what would it be here? What would be here? You get, this is what really matters. These parts, it really matters a lot. It's not just done by guessing. You get, that's why, I don't know. I know SupremeX, they have their own strategy here. There's another guy that has this type of strategy. Is be nervous. If you can, I don't know if you guys know him. He has this strategy. So just get a good circle. 1, don't buy again by yourself. 2, don't manually replenish yourself. Don't worry. Don't be in a hurry to make the money. When you're in a hurry, you will lose it.
Okay.
Get the right circle, put the right pieces. And I just told you your pieces, what you should use, right?
Yeah. 20 pieces.
Exactly. Set it now and then come to the group, and then I would send the picture. I'll give you the pictures, and then you'll be fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about the dip. You can recover. That's the beautiful thing about this. The beautiful thing about this is recovery. You can recover. Don't worry about this. I mean, it's just like, this can be likened to, I mean, for those in the US that have something called 401k.
Okay.
You know, how come we trust the government than trusting our own self, where the money, our own pockets, where our money is? I mean, when all those they tell you that what's all those stocks, they are dropping because of Omicron. It's affecting this too. It's affecting this, and it's affecting it big time. And guess what? If that happens and we get to a stage where we want to get our money, that would have affected our money also. Yeah, and this money is there on a long term, but we still leave it to recover. That's why many people are always scared when they're watching the news and they hear that, oh, NASDAQ has gone down by something points, or this has gone down by this point. It's because of their 401k. You get it? So it's the same thing with this trading. It's the same thing with trading. Don't worry, it will recover. I have seen an account that is on minus 50% and recovered. It is the time. Even the Bible says it, that there is time and season for everything.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'll be expecting to see you there. Just don't do anything more than what I just talked about, and then I can send you the pictures on that group.
On your Telegram, sir. Hello, sir.
On the Telegram group, yes.
Yeah, I'm on Supremex
I can't
chat
send it
on
there.
Telegram.
I can't send it there because I'm not an admin of Supremex. So, and I can't allow, I can't do that. It's against the group rules because with the settings I'm giving you, I'm just giving you these settings to help you recover from what you already have. And let
Okay,
me
sir.
just say that these settings that I'll be giving everybody is just to help you recover from what you have already set, not for going forward. For
Okay.
going forward, if you are synced to Supremex, their own setting would also work for you too. But this is just for you to impute into your already own coin. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
this strategy I'll be giving you is.
Where do you say I should join you, sir?
I just sent the can you see? I sent it on the chat here. Look at it here. This is it here.
Okay.
It's a Telegram group. If you click it, it should take you here.
Okay, you sent it, Abby. You already sent it.
Yeah, it's on the chat. Check the chat of this Zoom.
Okay. Okay, sir. And then I want to ask something, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. About the infiltrate. I mean the referral. I have interest. I have. Yes, I have interest in it. So my problem now is, my infiliates that are sorry, my referral rather, they have low capital to start this RoyalQ. So I'm trying to tell them that they should add more into this capital. So I'm now looking forward into a strategy that they're going to use for their 100 USDT that they want to use to start, that's going to give them the result that they are expecting. For them to go into the trading now for 100 USDT, how are they not going to get into the deep?
I was about to get to that part of referral and that part of taking ownership of your referrals.
Okay.
So, please, I'll get there now. Let me just start towards the referral part but I'll get there. That what you just asked is a very important question that I was about to tackle at the end of all this, and it's very important. Yeah. So just give me that time to quickly do this. Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Wiley just asked a very important question, and that was what I was about to go into. And the fact is that I know so many people initially when we first started had this motivation, there was this motivation, and that was because many people were making like, $120 USDT, $200 USDT, and all of a sudden they felt, our money has crashed though. No, it hasn't. You're just, and I would just say, welcome to trading full time. It shows that you are now a trader. If you've not gone through the deep, trust me, you are a petty trader. If you've not faced the victimization of the deeps, then you've not started trading. It's just like how we say it, that if you've not gone through troubles, you can't be a testifier. You can't understand why people testify and they're always happy when they testify, because you've not been in their shoes before. Now, trust me, and I'm speaking from experience. I love to tell people what I've done, what works for me. I'm that type of person. I love to share what works for me with everybody, and so that it can work that is my joy. Seeing that everything that is working for me is working for everybody. And just the dips you are in, I am in those dips too. The only difference that might be is I have a faith in the dips because of how RoyalQ functions. And I also earn in the dip. The another difference is, while I was manually replenishing, from a professional point. And that's why at a particular point in my group, I would tell some people, don't use the superlative strategy anymore, because I gave them a strategy called superlative strategy, and I told them how to get to manually replenish. And I told people, don't use it anymore. Wow. it doesn't work for the current status of the markets. For me, when I manually replenish, I use manual techniques, which I can't teach people because it has to do with indicators. It has to do with a lot of indicators. And luckily, I discovered that a group does it. I discovered two groups that do it. Denevers and Supremex. The only difference is that Denevers, possibly, I'm not sure if you might have changed it. You can all check. He had 2% where it takes from the strategy fee, but Supremex takes just 0.5, 0.7. Sometimes they put it to 0.3. And I was like, for me, that's the best for my downlines. Now, one other thing that has worked for me and some of my downlines is, let me show you. Let me show you where it has worked. When you go to some of my downlines assets, you will see money. This is small. This is, I mean, I don't think this person has downlines, right? This person is not my direct downline. It's somebody on my it's a downline to my downline that my downline asked me to assist. So if you go to some of my downlines assets, what you'll be seeing here is 18,000 USDT, 12,000 USDT, 10,000 USDT. It's not magic. What you will see here, you see this thing called assets. This thing called assets. Let's come here. Reward details, rather. Let's come to reward details. What you'll be seeing here, yeah, daily. The blue one is like this one too. You see? The only thing is the yellow one is for your trading. This blue one is for your referrals. One thing I tell people is the only reason I'm always scared of referring people to things, I have a lot of platforms in my hands, investment platforms that I do. But the reason I don't introduce everybody to it is because for me, I am a risk taker. Not that those platforms are platforms that are, that crash you, but for me, anything that you are not doing, anything that you're not, you are not, for this now, you see this one, you're in control of your finances. Your capital is in your hands. So for me, I feel it is safer for the person. But you see other platforms that introduce people to like cash something that, I'm sure most of you here who are there, you will know it. There are so many of them. Other ones, those ones have to do with you sending your money to a company to do it. And then they pay you a particular amount. And people that are here, you will discover that over the time you started that one, we've made almost like 300 and something thousand from that group, from that company. Put in what? Just put in $300, starting with $300. We've made already 300,000 or more from that group. And we are still making every month, almost like 20 something. Why? It's just simple. Because we believe in the system. But why don't I say, let me go to my church and start telling people about those platforms? No. You know why? Not because I feel that platform will crash, but I feel that personally, I'm a type of person, I believe in a good name. When they say a good name is better than gold, that's my kind of mentality. And so I usually don't want to tarnish the name that I have not yet built, that I am still trying to build. So I don't want to spoil it along the line. And so I want to introduce anybody to something that the person doesn't have control to his finances. But you know why with RoyalQ, I took my time, and even, trust me, if not for this COVID, if not for this Omicron, I was, in fact, I was about doing a seminar, not webinar, of where the whole place will be filled up. Now, the only reason I'm not doing it is because of COVID. But the only reason I'm doing it, even in my church, I'm talking about it, is because of what? Because it is the same thing like stocks, trading stocks. And so they trade stocks. So if, like for your 401k, so if we can talk about financial stuff in church, where you can help people about their financial status, their health status, and stocks, why can't I talk about this? Knowing that they don't lose their funds. Now, I said this to say something. I said this because I have many people who are my downlines. They are trading what they have, what they make here. You guys will be shocked. And that's the account I wish I should open, but I didn't get permission to do that. What they make here, I can tell you, they make 0.98, 1.2, 3 point something, then 0 again, 0.98. But what they make here, you see 10,000 to something, 12,000, daily, something, 14. I've seen one with 19,000. And some people on this group I've shown you before. Why? Because they are taking, well, the way they are taking the trade, that's the same way they are taking the referral system. This RoyalQ has one of the strongest referral system I have ever seen on any platform. And why would people decide to do this? People are looking for a platform where they are in control of their funds. Oh, they are scared. Oh, because of MMM. MMM is different. MMM it's this scheme thing where, pay this person to pay this person. You're not doing that here. You're not even selling anything to anybody here. You are just showing people that there's a platform that helps me make money. And guess what? You don't send your money to anybody. But people are like, I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to convince people. I'm not the type that. Then simple. All you need to do, easy. First, believe in what you are doing first. Secondly, these are simple steps that have worked for those guys earning 12,000. I can tell you, they also came in from this group. Second thing, what did they do? They decided what? You know what, David, I don't know much about this system, right? Please, can you be available to talk to people about this for me? And I'm like, why not? I can help you. You know what they did? And I told them, I said, what? Open a WhatsApp group, your own WhatsApp group or Telegram group. Add David. That's the second one. And then the third one, show your friend, hey, there's this thing that suddenly worked for me. I don't know. I mean, it's not a rich, quick thing, but it's a trading thing where, just like your stocks, where we buy Coca-Cola, we buy NBC, we buy NEPA before NEPA closed up and became PSCN. We buy different stocks. There's this thing, something like that, but this one, you don't need an agent. You can do it yourself. Just be careful, follow the strategy, and then you'll be fine. And the person's like, oh, really? Tell me more. Oh, would you mind if I add you to a group so you can learn more about it? There's somebody there that told me about it too, and he does more, he understands better. He says, yes. I always tell people, take permission before you add them to a group. It's respect. Add them to that same group. Every time they come in, let me know. Because I might be busy, I might not see the group. Just chat me privately. Hey, David, somebody just joined. Can you talk about it? Yes. I'll do a presentation for you on that group. Even if you're my downline or not. I'm not about the downline thing. Let me tell you the benefits you get from these people, from being in these people. The first one, which I always say is the main reason that should be the reason you're introducing them, is that happiness, that joy, that they also, you change the life. The second one is immediately you sign the person up. If you're on V1, which is the first, you get 30 USDT. Every time the person signs, if you're on V1, you get 30 USDT. If you're on V2, you get 40 USDT every time you sign the person directly. If somebody under you signs somebody, the person gets 30 because the person is still on V1. Then you get the remaining 10 because you're on V2. But if you're on V1 and the person under you signs, no, you don't get the 10. No. You have to be on V2. But V1, if you sign somebody, 30. But when you become V2, you get the person under you. If the person signs somebody, the person that signed the person will get 30. You, that is the head of the person that signed the person, will get 10. If you sign somebody directly, you get 40. And not just that. You see, all these people that your downline sign, you are getting 30% of their trading. It doesn't affect their own. No. It doesn't affect their own. They are getting their money. But RoyalQ is paying you 30% of whatever they make. Then the people directly under you that you signed, you are getting 40% of whatever they make. When you become V3, you are getting 50% of what your direct sign-ups make. And then you are getting 50 USDT every time you sign them. And then your upline, you are getting 20. If your upline is on V1, you're getting 20. If your upline is on V2, you're getting 10. That's exactly how it works. It goes to V6. The V6, V5, V6 is the crazy one. And how do you get here? Simple, just by strategy. When you're on V1, to get to V2, you need 20 team members. At least make 3 personnel directly from you. And then the remaining 17, you can stretch them under these 3 people. That's what I always advise. You know why you are doing that? You are doing that to plan your V2. This thing works. It works. I have people who are earning, I can tell you, even me, myself, I can tell you from experience. But I don't just like using myself alone because people will say, Shabi, that's you, because you have, you talk, you have people, you have a group, you have YouTube group. No. That's why I like to use other people who can't talk, but they don't have a group. They're like every other normal person. They don't have a YouTube group. They don't even know about this platform. They don't know how to explain it. But you know what they do? They have somebody that can talk. I told some people previously about a young boy who was working in a warehouse in Nigeria. And because of the fact that, I mentored him, he signed up. And what did he do? He didn't know how to talk. He signed up somebody who knew how to talk. He signed up with something less, like one something. He started making money. Small. He promised me that, don't worry. When I start making, I will increase it. Till today, I think he increased it one time to something silly. But till today, he doesn't even look at his trading anymore. You know what he looks at? Yeah. What's he earning? 11,000 something, 12,000 something. Why is he earning that? You know what he decided to do? Let me show you what he decided to do. He went radical. He started doing poster. I don't want to start going through all my pictures now. He started doing poster. You will see RoyalQ live in Ibadan. Then he will put be in control of your money without sending your money to anybody. Make it 40 to 60%. And he's not lying. That's what people want to know. And that's the truth. You are in the control of your money. It's your wallet. Are you sending it to me? No. You are seeing everything. And those seminars He got people, he signed up somebody that could talk, and that person has been talking. He agreed with the person that, okay, we'll share the amount, we'll share the people. When they come in, you take one, I'll take one, you take one, I'll take one, we share like that. And as I speak to you, that's what that guy earns. He's a young boy. And especially in Nigeria, not just Nigeria, in Europe, in India, in Malaysia. In the US, the reason it's not popular is because all the things you require to do it, UOB and Binance, they don't deal with the US. That's why it's not popular here. These are the first top wallets in the world. Go and look for it. UOB is the first one. Binance is the second one. Go and check it. The top best wallets in the world. Why don't they deal with the US? Because the policies of the US don't just pay them, don't favor them. Binance has something in the US. In fact, Binance had to open something to favor the policy of the US. And that's where they opened Binance.us. And that is like the kindergarten version of education. You know, the low quality version of the real Binance. That's why it's not popular here. Because these people, and the only reason people here can do it is because we either have dual citizenship or you have something else that you can look into. You have a Nigerian passport that you can use to sign up. That's why people here are doing it. Or other countries. Even people in Philippines are doing it. Other countries in the world. But why is it popular outside? People are really making money. In fact, today, as I speak to you in Nigeria, there's some people walking, buying cars that people think they are doing rituals. No, life has gone beyond that now. The guy that you see poor today, without any degree, you see him tomorrow, you think it's rituals. Trust me, that guy is possibly trading cryptocurrencies. And I'm not downplaying the fact that some people still do rituals to make money. Get your downlines. Get your downlines actively involved in this. They need to understand why they need to share the news to other people. I don't care if you're under me or not. Let me know. Open a group. Put your people there. Let them know. Invite them. I will do the talking for you. I don't care if you're under me. And that's why you see I invited many of you to my own, to the Telegram group I have. Many of you are not under me. The reason I'm inviting you is the happiness that you are even gaining from it. I don't care. Many of you are not under me. So ask yourself, why am I doing this? Because I want you all to be in that same position too. So do the same thing for somebody else. You don't need to talk too much. Show the person your account. Let the person know this is what I do. And guess what? Why I like it, stress it. Why I like it is at least I don't send my money to any company. It is in my hand, in my control. They will do it. Start from there. Open a group. They will come and they say they want to learn more. Don't say more. Just bring them to the group. I will go ahead for you. If you are interested in staying out of the frustration of the market is a beautiful place. And the best way to understand the markets for those in the US is link it to petroleum markets here. Some years back during the COVID, we were buying gas for $1 something in Hayward, in the Bay Area, right? As I speak to you, you're buying gas to fill your tank. You are using like almost $90 to fill your tank, almost $100. You know how much that is in Nigeria? We use almost $100 to fill your tank. You know what that is? That's like using 50,000 naira to fill your tank in Nigeria. What happened? It has changed. It's no more 1 something anymore. It has changed to 5 something. Guess what? Just close your eyes and open it. Soon, people say, this thing can't come down again. You think so? Watch. Soon, it will come down again. They will be begging people to come and buy gas. That's how the market is. So never write off the market. Please, get your people together. Start a Telegram group or a WhatsApp group. Invite your people. I will help you do the talking. I don't need any payment from you. I will do the talking. Spread the news around. People are leaving their jobs to do this. The guy that I tell you now makes 12,000. He fired his boss in the warehouse in Nigeria. He didn't even, you know, where we take 2 weeks and all that. We tell them, okay, I won't be coming again. We leave 2 weeks notice. He didn't even tell them. The next day, he didn't just come again, which I don't advise. I don't burn bridges. You don't burn bridges when you're going up. Let them know. But the idea is the guy fired his boss. And now, small boy, the only regret he tells me he has, should I tell you, is that people around him feels he's into rituals. And sometimes he needs me to come and explain to some people that this is what he's doing because nobody believes him. I tell him that's a good one. If you are doing rituals, yes, you are doing money market rituals. Please, let's tap into this. Let's do it. So that when the market is going down, the other part for you is going up. So that when the market recovers, you are already balanced on two aspects. Open up a WhatsApp group, of course, believe in it. Open up a WhatsApp group. Add me to it. Tell people, oh, don't tell them too much. Don't say too much of what you don't know. That's the secret. It might turn people off when you say the wrong thing. Simple. And if you can say it the way I said it, oh, that's this thing I just got involved in. I mean, it's bringing, little funds, at least better than what the banks will give me in a month. It's trading. The good thing I like about it is, you don't send your money to anybody. Boom. And you make like 40 to 60%, 30 to 50, 60% in a month. And when the market fluctuates, then you just need to wait. It will come back up again. You don't lose. And the person is like, really? I want to know about this. That's all. Don't talk again. Add the person to the group. Chat me privately. Hey, David, I just added this person to the group. Can you do a presentation now? I will do a presentation. And once the person is ready to sign up, sign the person up immediately. Don't take time. Don't waste days. Don't waste minutes. Sign the person up. One reason you don't want to take time is, and I have realized it really happens, is that when the person is enthusiastic about it, it only takes the person to rain to just fall and blow the person's roof. And then the person the next day will tell you, the money I wanted to use to start, I used it to repair my roof. Sign the person up. Projects keep coming. And then the person will realize that instead of building the roof, the money you just put in will bring in more money that will help you replace that roof and building something that is, in fact, more resistance to rain. Get them involved. And that's it. And for your downlines, many of them would come in. Beautiful thing is, some of them don't always have money. Make sure they have the 120 RoyalQ. In fact, what I tell people is, if you have money, help your downlines. Help them with some aspects. I help my downlines. I don't have money. I'm not in the category of people that have money. I help my downlines. Help them. They can also come in with 50 USDT as trading option, even though it's not good. But they must always start the RoyalQ subscription, 120, and then maybe $15. Should we say gas? Not gas, but we'll just say, yeah, let's just say asset, gas, yeah? So 170. And then after 170, 175, they can have like 50. Even though this supermarket strategy doesn't work with 50, I don't think there's any strategy that works with 50. At least 150. If they have 100, still set them up with 10 and 1 piece. It simply means that it's to do first buy, second buy, third buy, fourth buy, fifth buy, sixth buy, seventh buy, eighth buy, 9, 10. So first to 4 are 0.5, right? 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. The other one, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it will do this 1, this 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it will do like 13 calls, at least with 100, which can still get them earning something during the reversal, especially at this time, because the market has gone lower than it can ever go. So anybody you bring in now is already coming in at the recovery stage. So they can come in with 100 and put them at 10. That's the Mr. Wale, you asked that question. 10 first buy and 1 piece. That's a very good one. With that 100, it's still okay. And help them sink to a cycle. Don't have them buy themselves. And let them know. They might go watch videos on YouTube telling them to manually replenish. No, please, no. If they want to join a circle, let them know the best ones to join. For coin selection, I still prefer SupremeX, and it's less costly. I prefer SupremeX to it. So, I mean, that's basically it. That's all for now. I guess there's no more question. This person said, okay, thanks so much, Mr. Busari. This has given me a fresh confidence in the system. I'm glad that it has given you a fresh confidence in the system. And during the recovery part, we're in the recovery part of it. I know we would all be happy. Don't worry, we would all be happy. In the absence of any other question, I'll thank you guys for coming. I hope this was helpful. And I really look forward to having you guys on that group, and then I can send the pictures. And then Mr. I've forgotten his name, the man with the techno spark.
Okay.
Yeah, the man with the techno spark talked about getting in touch on the group so that we can see how I can check your account, because it doesn't add up. And the link is there on the chat. You can join. I don't care, even if you're not part of my team, you can still join. And then I could also keep sharing ideas with you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming. Give me like 15 minutes. I would upload the video, and then you can rewatch again. Have a wonderful time. Yeah? Is somebody saying something? Have a wonderful time. Yeah. And God bless you guys. Yeah. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. About the settings that you say you're going to send to me, so I will be expecting it, sir.
Yeah, just join that group. Click on that link. Join the Telegram group. I will send it to you there. Can you see the Telegram link in the chat? Yeah.
No.
Okay, I just sent it again now. I'll send it again now. Again, where is it again? Oh, okay. Let me do this step. Okay. Yeah, it is in the chat. I keep changing my sub position, take profits, but it keeps going back to, oh, please keep it on 0.0. Just put it on 0. Yeah. Hold on, let me send. Keep the sub position, take profit on 0. Invite peer group link. Let me copy another link and send to you guys. This is the link. So keep the profit call back on 0. I just sent you the link. Now check the chat group, Mr. Wale.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Sir. And just click it to take you to Telegram.
Okay.
Okay. I will check it. I'll check that for you. I'll check that shortly. Okay. Do have a wonderful time. Thank you guys for coming, and God bless you guys. Bye.
God bless you too.
Yes, sir.